So my specialty in training is allergy and immunology. I also, prior to specialty training, did a pediatrics residency. So I see children and adults now for allergy and immunology, but mostly kids. I chose to work in food allergies in part from a recommendation that I work with a particular mentor. So when I was doing my pediatrics training, I was aware of the work of someone named Hugh Sampson at Mount Sinai in New York, who has been a leader, sort of a pioneer in this field. My wife happens to have multiple food allergies, and so that was certainly part of my interest. And then as well, meeting some young kids during my general pediatrics training who had asthma and other allergic diseases, including food allergies, sort of drew me into the field. My lab studies the regulation of the immune system in the context of food allergies primarily, as well as asthma. We're interested in questions like, why are some foods particularly strong allergens? Why do some people outgrow their food allergies while others don't? What are the factors that make some people at risk for more severe reactions? And what can we do to intervene to help people achieve what we call tolerance or outgrow their allergies? We have a few clinical research priorities at the Food Allergy Center right now. The first is to conduct a study for the treatment of people with peanut allergy. We're starting a project looking at a treatment strategy called oral immunotherapy to treat people with immediate type allergies to peanut. That's the most common kind. Affects about 2% of kids in the US and across the world. Other interests for the Food Allergy Center include better understanding eosinophilic gastrointestinal diseases. These are forms of food allergies that are a little bit less common, cause chronic inflammatory conditions, and we're focused on trying to better understand the natural history of those conditions and what we can do to treat them. I hope the book will contribute a better understanding of what is really a food allergy versus other kinds of adverse reactions to foods or food sensitivities for the general reader. I see a lot of patients who are confused about whether they have a food allergy or why exactly they feel bad after they have their lunch. And so I hope that the book will clarify a lot of misinformation about what is a food allergy or what are other reasons that people can have bad reactions to foods. The book, which I'm co-authoring with my colleague in gastroenterology named Chen Yuan, is really focused on helping people understand the whole range of things that might make them feel sick after they eat, whether it's a true food allergy, which we define as an immune-caused adverse reaction to food, or another kind of adverse reaction, such as one of the most common examples would be a lactose intolerance, which is not an immune-caused or mediated reaction at all, but just the inability to digest the sugar. So the book really is intended for both an adult and pediatric audience who may be a parent of a child who they suspect or know has problems, or someone themselves who even later in life has begun to have symptoms after eating and is concerned about whether this is something that could be potentially life-threatening, or if it's more of a nuisance, or who they should see to get help for that problem. It's divided really then into sections covering, sort of things that are not allergic versus those that are, and what are the signs and symptoms that would help steer them in the right direction to understand that. And then there'll be a section in the book as well talking about, new research in the area, what do we hope will be available in coming years to treat things like food allergies, and what do we hope we will accomplish in terms of better understanding the whole range of adverse reactions to foods.